By the time you finish this video, you would have understood the most important function in Microsoft Excel, XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is used to ask questions about your data and get answers. So think of it like a finding tool built into Excel. Let's say you have got some employee data like this. We got their names, employee IDs, gender, qualifications, date of join, salary, age, etc. Now, given this data, let's say I want to know what is the job title of a name that I have in a cell. We can use XLOOKUP for this. So this is how you write the XLOOKUP. We say XLOOKUP and we always start the lookup with the value that you're looking up for. This value can be pointed to a cell, in this case C3, or alternatively you can also type the value. If the value you're looking for is a number, you just type the number. But if it is a text value like Richard function, you would put that in double quotes like this. Then we specify two things. The first thing is where to look for the data and what to return after the looking is done. So lookup array is the column or the range where your data usually is. In this case, my names are in the column B from B8 all the way up to B42, comma, and then the return array, that is the second part, is what to return after the name is found. In this case, we want to know what is the job title of Richard function. So I'm going to select the job title column in column G. So G8 to G42. That's it. Close bracket and hit enter. And we will find that Richard function is actually a research analyst. Let's double check this here. You can see that Richard function is a research analyst indeed. Now, if you want, you can also, instead of hard coding or typing the value like this, point to the cell C3. The advantage of pointing to a cell is that if you want to look for a different person, maybe I want to look for Wood. When I type that person's name, I'll get the answer as chocolatier. What happens if XLOOKUP cannot find the name? For example, in this data, my name is not there. So if I type Chandoo, I'm going to get NA as the result. This is XLOOKUP's way of telling I couldn't find what you're looking for. You can use, while writing the XLOOKUP itself, a specific option called if not found, that is the fourth option, to say what to return if the value cannot be found. So we could say no such person. This way, anytime the lookup cannot find the answer, this is the output that it is going to generate. Let's take a look at another example. Here I have got an employee ID and I want to know what their salary is. Again, we can use XLOOKUP like this, XLOOKUP. The very first thing is always the lookup value. The lookup array in this case is the employee ID column, comma, and then the return array is my salary column. So we're going to select those two values and close bracket. And when you hit enter, again, we'll see the answer for this. AC0016, salary is 32,900. Let's double check this. So here is AC0016 and their salary is indeed 32,900, same as what we see here. Here is a little pro trick for XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP can also return the entire record instead of just salary. Maybe I don't want to see the salary alone. I want to know the full picture of AC0016. We can say XLOOKUP, look up this value in the employee ID column. And for return, instead of selecting any specific column, I can select the entire range. This time the question that we are asking is find this employee ID and give me their full picture. When you close bracket and hit enter, you're going to get their full record here. Dwight D. Eisenlower, 16, male. Now let me share one of the most important ways to use XLOOKUP in Excel. That is taking data from two different places and combining it. We also call this as XLOOKUP with two sheets. So here I have got bonuses for each of our job titles. For 2025, our company did so well that all the jobs are getting some bonuses, but these bonuses are different. For example, if you're a chocolatier, you're going to get 3,600, whereas if you're in quality control, you're going to get 3,500. Now, what we want is, we want to know what is the bonus for each of our employees. So this is where we are going to add a column called bonus, and here we are going to use XLOOKUP for this. We're going to say XLOOKUP. We are going to look up the job title here, G8, comma, and the lookup array is my job titles array here. Now when I'm saying the lookup array, you will want to lock this reference because it will always need to be in B2 to B11 even when the formula goes down. So you can select that entire reference and press F4 key to add the additional symbols, the $$, $B, $2 kind of thing, so that it stays locked. Comma, go back to bonus again and select the bonus values. Hit F4 to lock that. Close bracket and hit enter, and we'll see the bonus for the very first person who happens to be a chocolatier. Now when you double click on this formula or drag it down, you will see the bonus values for all of the employees in one go. As you can see, XLOOKUP is really powerful and one of the most amazing functions in Excel. If you are feeling a bit more curious about XLOOKUP and want to know what else can we do with XLOOKUP, check out this video for the top 10 ways to use XLOOKUP in Excel. I'll catch you there. Bye.